What's rocking, guys? Welcome to a huge episode of my FC Utrecht Corona, episode 29. We're going to be playing our final two Champions League matches, first being here against FC Copenahagen, then the last one against FC Schalke. You can see it's really huge for us considering how close we're to Manchester City. So that game between Schalke and Manchester City is going to be absolutely huge for us. We're going to see, what we're going to have to do on the final day, if we're still even going to be in the picture. Who knows what can happen. There's just going to be a lot of crazy things going on that could really affect everything on all levels, basically. Copenhagen will be coming out for the 4-2. They did cause a lot of problems, of course, in the previous fixture against us. We had to come back in that one. That was a nice comeback, so you never know what's going to happen here. But we definitely would like to maybe have a comfortable win, maybe a little, and just kind of get through this one fairly easily, but you never know in Champions League. This is a good team. They're in Champions League for a reason. Ruben and Zardes up top. Decided to go with Ruben today instead of Boymans. I don't know what it was, but we're going to see how it works out. Of course, Schneider, Ayub, Fuentes, Kitchen, Mings, Lewin, Douglas, Bakun, and Bojanic. But you see good work from Perry Kitchen. This man has been tremendous for us. I was almost worried that his, buying him wasn't going to be that great, but he's been putting some good performances. You can see Zardes going to cut back. He's going to take the shot. It gets deflected, and it's going to fall to Schneider. So a very early goal from us, and, we want to keep on adding on. It's going to be tough here against Copenhagen. They can definitely come out in spurts. They really gave us a lot of problems in that first matchup, so we want to keep putting more pressure on them, pushing harder and pushing more for another goal. But ball's being played out wide here to Ruben. Does a good job playing this ball through. But you see Ruben, great work from here. He's going to win the ball back. What work rate. He's going to cut the ball back to his right foot, whip a crazy cross in, gets that one, and Zardes heads that in the back of the net. Great job from Ruben. What work rate. You can see he put all his power into that cross, the way he fell down as you swing in that one, and you'll see Zardes again getting to that cross to put that in the back of the net. Great goal, great combination play from the two Americans linking up on that play there. So Zardes has been great, of course, and just great to see other guys contributing here. Ayub with the ball is going to send it to Douglas, and it looks like that goes out for another corner kick. So Ayub's going to take this one again. He's going to try to aim this one for Douglas, and this time he puts it in the back of the net. Douglas, of course, has been the captain, still is at the moment. I may switch it over to Boymans just because, but I'm not really sure yet. I think I might just keep it Douglas for now, but we'll see what you guys think here. So that's a really good goal from him. He's been doing so well on set pieces, but you'll see at the end of the second half, Copenhagen started to get a little bit more into the matchup, started to create some things. A good chance there, Bojanic with a really nice save to put that out for a corner right there. So it looks like they may be threatening a little bit more as we go in the second half, and we're going to make some changes. And, I'm thinking about it. They got some momentum in the second half, but I decided to make some changes. I wanted to rest some players, mainly, big guys like Schneider and the like, so get them off the pitch, get them well rested. Wanted to give Sitaku a chance, but it was not the best idea, as you'll see here. Copenhagen really just put on that EAs and just put that ball into the box. Nice little flicked on header, going to fall right to him perfectly, and that's a first goal. So hopefully we can calm the storm, and there won't be more than this, but we'll see what happens. You can see that's another just crazy cross, perfect flick on header to find that man right there. He's going to put that in the back of the net, and again, really should have won the ball right here, but just more EAs, and unfortunately they're going to put the ball back out wide. A lot of space, just cannot win the ball back, and this is going to be another goal, very similar. It would look like the ball went over Douglas on that cross in and just fell perfectly for a tap-in header. Just very simple stuff there for them. So that is frustrating, and we really have to be careful now. Push on, and we cannot give up any more goals like this one. That was, of course, you can see the replay. Weird stuff went on, but missed headers and the like for at least an easy tap in for Delaney right there. But we're going to have to try to push on. They may have another chance here to tie things up. We do not want that to happen, of course. But good work here from Kitchen. Going to have Fuentes is going to play Sitaku through, and look at him with some space. He's going to take this shot, and that somehow goes in the back of the net. But we hit them on that quick counter. It looks like we may have put the game away here, so we'll have to see what happens next. Hopefully that is it. But Sitaku, of course, man, he really makes me wish I would started this earlier. I have so many good players, good youth players, and I really didn't have that good of a scout or anything. So it's unfortunate that we have to end this soon, because I have Bojanic, Lambuish, and I have some other. Then of course Sitaku. So we had to unfortunately finish this up on a bit of a somber note, considering the fact that we had so many good players coming through the ranks. We could have really turned this team into a complete dynasty, but we still have the chance to do that, of course, this season. Can't forget that. We're still kind of find out our Champions League fates coming on later, but of course I'm going to sim these other matches on the way to our final featured match of the episode against Schalke. Of course, it's going to be huge here. We're going to grab a 3-0 victory here against Iranvin. Sitaku has been scoring quite a bit for us in these simulated matches. It's good to see him continuing to grow, but of course, unfortunate that we won't get to see him too much, considering the fact this will be over after this season here. But 2-2 draw. Of course, we just haven't been that great in the league, and that's unfortunate, but we have to do our best to maybe make up for it all in Champions League, as we're going to get into this final match of the episode, and you'll take a look against Schalke here. This is one of the biggest matches. Again, this is definitely the biggest match now for most players on this team here, trying to secure maybe even a top spot. We're going to have Manchester City's there in third. They're probably going to get 3 points. If we drop 3 points, I mean, we're pretty sure we're out of it. There's just no doubt about it, unless Copenahagen comes up with some huge result. But this is how things are going to be. We're going to have to try to push on against this side, tough side, and see what we can do, see what they're going to put out here. It's going to be a huge matchup. You see so many experienced players on their side. Unterlar, of course, a teammate of Schneider. So Farfan has played plenty of big Bundesliga matches, so it's going to be a big one. We're going to have to see what we can do here, but Perry Kitchen starts things out great. He has been so good in the midfield. We're going to play the ball over the top for Giassi Zardes. He's going to have some space, cut the ball back here, play it back into Schneider, who's going to cut back, take the shot, and what a save there. That is an incredible save to keep things level. So, of course, this is just that's just so frustrating to see, because that's a gigantic shot that is completely stopped and stifled from a very close range that could have been put in the back of the net. But you're going to see here Mings with the ball. It's going to take the shot. It's going to deflect out, unfortunately. It looks like we have a man down as well, so we're going to have to see who that is. Looks like it may be Perry Kitchen, and that's really bad because we already are out. We don't have Gomez at the moment, so we're going to bring on Salnes and have him play center defensive mid, see how he fits in there. Of course, was playing that spot the majority of the previous season, has the ability, and that just does not look like a very good injury, unfortunately. So we're going to have to see how he can push on. We're see the ball's being played over the top, out wide here with some space. Very close there from being a goal, but tries to stay stout defensively, and thankfully nothing comes out of all that crazy intricate play there. But ball's being played back out wide again for Schalke. They're going to have tons of space here on the wing. There's way too much space, very poor defending, cuts through us like nothing. That was crazy here, but the ball's being played back out wide, and look at that, the substitute Sonaz, the man, came on for Perry Kitchen, and fortunately shows some of his immaturity and some of maybe his rust from not playing that much this season, and concedes a huge penalty. This is not what we wanted here. He did not have too much space, but I felt it coming, because they're just playing so well. I want to just try to get the ball off of them, but we have a chance maybe to stop this. Really, Bojanic could have done a little bit better there. The ball was chest over him. He just dived super low, didn't really have his hands out or anything. So we're going to have to see how we can bounce back from this. This is going to be tough. We have some time left, but this is going to really test our fortitude here, trying to come back against this team. Schneider playing the ball here through to Ayub. He's going to take the shot, and what a save there. So a big chance again here. Moving on, we just have to do something. So I switch things up. Going to switch to that 4-3-3 again. Very attacking course, 4-3-3 with the center attacking mid. We're going to bring on Boymans now, and we're going to bring on Lambuish and play him at on the right wing. So we're going to see how this works. It's worked in the past when we need to grab some goals. Of course, Boymans didn't start in this one, which is a bit a strange decision on my part maybe, but you see this ball put in here. This ball is going to fall back some space, and a good chance it goes wide there. So very close, but unfortunately cannot take advantage of some space that we were afforded. But now moving on, looks like we have a chance to push on. A good chance on goal. It goes wide, thankfully. But again, pushing on here. Final minutes of stoppage time. We'll see what's going to happen. They have some space here, but we win the ball back. Douglas does a great job. The captain's going to play the ball through here. We have some space out wide now. We're going to have Lambuish with some space, and look who's trailing in the box, making his run. The ball's being put in. He's going to rise up, and what a header from Boymans there. That is absolutely amazing. That is exactly what he has been doing all this career mode, rising up, scoring big headers when he's needed. What a goal from him. That is, just classic Boymans in this career mode. Great to see him coming up big when needed. Now we can maybe hold on for the points, and we do so. We're going to have to see how things went in the other matchup here, but I'll be right back with that in a second as we'll see the table. So now, guys, taking a look at the results, what a crazy group. Who would have thought we would have won the group? 11 points. We are better head-to-head against Manchester City. Of course, Schalke was only 1 point behind us both. So what a result from us against Schalke. That is a moment you'll never forget. Boymans putting in that clutch last-minute goal to put us through and help us win the group. What a disparity, though. If we would have lost, we would have, won. We would have completely been knocked out. So that's just crazy to think about. As you saw, Perry Kitchen is injured, unfortunately, for 3 months. Very unfortunate to see. We get a lot of prize money here, but I really don't think I'm going to be spending it. In all honesty, I probably won't be doing too much with it. But either way, that is just crazy how that group was. If we had that disparity between losing, tying, and winning that group, it's just crazy. But we do win this match against Vitesse here in another simulated matchup. But that is a huge moment. It's probably one of the most exciting moments I've ever had in career mode. So that was just absolutely amazing. Glad to have that for you guys here in this episode. But again, simming more matches. So thanks, guys, for really tuning in. This has been probably this has been honestly my favorite career modes ever in FIFA. And of course, it's with Utrecht, not the people usually stray away from anything that's not one of the big leagues. But I've had so much fun here. As you see in the league, we're doing a little bit better. That's good to see. But either way, the focus is Champions League, and you'll see who we'll be facing off against in a few moments here. So it's going to be interesting to see who we draw. Of course, being first in the group, we may have a decent draw, but you never know. There are always good teams that seem to be stuck in, that seem to lose out in the group. But we are going to be playing Olympique Marseille. That's a decent opponent. They have some good players. Pretty sure they haven't changed too much. Of course, this is an update that's pretty later on, so they're going to have some good players. We're going to have to watch out for that. So in the next episode, I'll be showcasing some transfer business. I will be targeting a CDM, maybe some league matches as well, at least one against Ajax, maybe against PSV. We'll see what happens in the Ajax match. And of course, it will be a while until Olympique Marseille fixture, of course, round of 16 Champions League. But stay tuned for that. That'll be the episode after that. But thanks to guys for tuning in. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.